I'm back underneath the 76 Corvette, getting ready to take the body off so we can take the rust off the frame and make it last a lot longer. And I'm looking for anything that could possibly be connected to the body. One of the things I see here is the oil pressure sending unit wire. So I've got to get that off. And I try to tuck these away in places where they're not going to get caught when you raise the body, because the last thing you want to do is go ripping out a wiring harness while you're lifting the body. That's not a good thing. The next thing I noticed over on the passenger side is the wires that go to the starter. Okay. Let's see if I'm having difficulty getting my head in here to see what you're seeing in the camera, and I didn't bother to take it off the tripod because I'm lazy. But the wires to the solenoid need to be disconnected, and they are up on top of the starter. I can get a good look at them from the side there, but I'm having trouble getting the camera in there. I'm going to stop it for a minute and see if I can get it back. Okay, there's the back of the solenoid. There's a big heavy wire coming from the battery. It's held on with a 5/8 inch, I believe, nut. It also has this wire here that provides the power to the rest of the car. So before you go attacking these wires, you got to make sure that the battery is disconnected. Otherwise, you will likely get a light show that you're not going to appreciate. Okay, so other than that, on that big terminal that ties everything to the battery, there's another wire back here held onto a little stud on the solenoid, on maybe a 3/8 or a 5/16 nut. There's a stud there that goes to the starter switch. That's what kicks in the solenoid whenever you turn the starter switch. And then over in the back here, there's a ground wire. I haven't seen how that's attached. It may be attached to a bell housing bolt that goes through the bell housing and into the engine block. So I have to get a different angle on that to see what I have to do to get that off. But for now, I'm not going to be able to put a camera in here and watch or show you me disconnecting those things, but it doesn't look too bad. There's an amount of clearance here. It looks like I can get a little 1/4 inch ratchet on that small stud back there, and any kind of a wrench on this 5/8 stud. So there we have the cables removed from the starter solenoid. And here's something that I've never seen on a Chevy before. It's a spring clamp that was around the solenoid, and the wires are tied to it. So that had to be taken off so that when I lift the body, it doesn't pull out a wiring harness or something. So next, I think I'm going to have to move this jack, because I don't know if I can get to the ground wire that's up on the engine block without removing that. I'm going to go check and see, but I think I'm going to have to move the jack. So I was able to get a ratchet on that bolt that's holding the ground wire in. I was right, it is a bolt that goes through the bell housing and into the engine block. I've already broken it loose. It was not too bad. but I can't hold the camera and do all this, so I'll be just taking that out and getting that wire out of the way.